In this section, we simplify each expression using a calculator. Well, I'm sorry, without using a calculator. So we're going to use our unit circle. So for number 53, I'm going to do as our example. I'm going to work from the inside out. So the inside is cosine of 2 pi over 3. So I look at my unit circle, and what is that value? So I want sine inverse of whatever goes in there. So cosine of 2 pi over 3, so 2 pi over 3 is that right here. And cosine is the x value. So that's going to give us a negative 1/2 right there. And then we want to take the sine inverse of negative 1/2. So that means what angle on the unit circle gives me a y value of negative 1/2. So now I want the sine inverse of this. I'm going to go look for a, now remember our restriction on sine is the sine inverse function is really just the right half of the unit circle, and our angles in that fourth quadrant are the negative version. So instead of 11 pi over 6, I have negative pi over 6. That's the negative angle. And instead of 7 pi over 4, I have this negative angle, which is negative pi over 4. Just symmetric, mirroring the top half of the circle. And instead of the 5 pi over 3, I have negative pi over 3. So those are the my outputs of the inverse sine function. So what gave me negative 1/2 is sine. So that is right here. And the angle that corresponds with that is that the angle is negative pi over 6.